And welcome to the show today, folks. I just wanted to touch base with you before the close here. Big day for the VIX. VIX currently down a point and a half. It was down below 14, but just over 15 now in the VIX. Going to expiration tomorrow morning on the opening rotation for the SPX will mark some VIX stuff, and we do find the front month in some big contango, and some people have said to me it doesn't matter, and I do want to explain just briefly why it matters, why we're still focused on this contango just for today at least, and then we move on to the next month to be the front month. But let's take a look at UVXY at the ProShares website. So we're just going to pull that up real quick here, and we will take a look at that. So here we go. I'll bring that screen over to here. And here we have UVXY on the ProShares website. I'm going to go down to the daily holdings. And let me raise this up so it's a little bit higher so you can see it. That wasn't right. Let's see. Like so. And let's move this screen over a little bit here. So if we go down to screen here, and let's see if I can fix this. Move that over a little bit, something like that. Okay, so on the top of the screen here, you can see the holdings of UVXY. And if you look down to the third item here, you can see SIBO VIX future 418. That's the future that is going to be expiring. And this is holdings as of yesterday, and they still have 1,284 futures, and possibly some of this swaps is also related to that. But excuse me. But these futures here, they all have to be sold out today at whatever the price is on the close, and turned into some of these top futures here. So the April has to be sold, and the May have to be bought. And so when you have the front month future tanked down $2 today. If we go back here, the front month future down $1.85 today, and the second month future down only $1.12. And so you've got to sell out the 1,200 futures for $14.97 if it closed right now, $14.96, and you have to buy back the other futures for $16. So that is a significant loss of, let's just say, value. I'm going to use the term value because it's not exactly quantifiable what sort of loss it ends up being. But that's a significant loss, going to be a significant loss of value for UVXY, VXX. Right here we're talking about UVXY, so let's just leave it at UVXY here. So, and when we did look on the term structure, we did see contango getting up to over 10% today. Right now, showing 7%, still kind of moving around before the close. But either way, the biggest contango we've seen in some time, and it will affect the value of UVXY and VXX, SVXY, TVIX, etc. on the roll today. So that's big news for us who are shorted, because it's, you know, like Eli Mintz likes to say, contango losses are gone forever, and it's essentially, if it was 10%, it's basically 10% divided by however many trading days are in a month. So 20 trading days in a month. That is how much it's affecting it. Or I guess you use 30 trading days in a month, 30 days in a month. So big number for contango on the last day, and spot has to go. The futures have to go to spot. So it's not like if this was happening, if there's a big sell off on the spot, let's say in a week, the front month future doesn't necessarily isn't necessarily going to follow spot down all that much, but it kind of has to now because we're right before expiration. It has to converge with spot. So, at a time, this is the best time for shorts to have expiration and to have the VIX tanking at the same time, because it creates a situation where a lot of value is lost in these ETPs. So there you have it, folks. Exciting day for us shorts. I have heard of a lot of people trying to kind of pick the bottom here and try to scoop TVIX, try to scoop UVXY, try to scoop VXX. And, it's a dangerous game to be playing here because there is really, I don't see people in general sort of defending a certain vol level right around here. We don't know if, people are going to, if this is like such a significant level that people are, that the recent trend in volatility lower is just going to stop and reverse at this level here. That remains to be seen. But when you are trying to like scoop these things, you are going against the trend, and you are in a sense picking a bottom, and that's a risky thing to do. So I do caution people against doing that. I know people were looking to buy UVXY when it got to 15 today, and it kind of just blew right through there. Right now, UVXY 1430. So be careful trying to scoop the bottom on this volatility stuff, because it wouldn't be that shocking to anybody if the VIX went down to 13 from here. Of course, if VIX gets to like 11, 10, then I can see people starting to say, well, that's a bit overdone. But 15, it can easily stay here, and which if it stays here, if VIX stays at 15, a lot of these futures are still up in the 17, 18. So if VIX stays at 15, there's these things will decay down to spot over time. So that is not going to be a winner for if you try to scoop and get long a TVIX. And we don't know if this will stop at 15. Yeah, vol has moved down. It might pop back up at some point. But just be cautious about trying to pick the bottom here. That's all I would say. I know people will do what they're going to do, and I don't listen to what other people tell me when I make trading decisions that much. I'm an independent thinker. I know many other people are, but I just hate to see people get run over. Anyway, good trading for the last few minutes of the day here, and let's see how many minutes we have left. Ooh, not many minutes left. About 5 minutes left, and then the VIX futures close, or the VIX futures close at 4:15. So there you have it, folks. Happy trading for the last couple of minutes. I'm thinking many people probably won't be watching this because they're busy at the close, but maybe you'll see me later on it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.